Dude, we have something fun and special to talk about, and by fun, I actually don't know if I mean fun. Some things put the FU in fun, as I tell my students all the time, and our man DRC has sponsored this video with a $5 holla. Thank you, DRC. He has also said his favorite champion, and this completely caught me by surprise. Who is it, Mama?
Silk?
Silk! Would you have ever guessed that?
No, because I thought he quit. So how would he have a new champ?
Because maybe Silk made him recommit.
And why does he have him and I don't?
Well, that's just jealousy. So if you look in your in-game unit store, you will not see any changes. This video will feel like clickbait at its finest, where I am telling you that something new and allegedly exciting has hit the unit store, and you're going to stare at me and say, "Not for me, Prof. Fake news." But that's because, Mama, you're not going to find it in the unit store.
Okay.
So, just to
Where do you
refresh,
find it?
in Silk. Just kidding. Since the dawn of time in this game, and Odin has been the most units you could purchase for $100. Black Panther's treasure, 1450 for $50. Tony Stark's briefcase, 850. Star-Lord's loot bag, 275, and Peter Parker's wallet, 135. You know this, Mama, right? I know this.
Of course.
This is the MCOC Bible, so to speak. But we're going to call this, if you're using the Bible analogy, and I've heard it's a good book, we're going to call this the Old Testament, okay? Because Kabam
Okay.
has said, now that you've been familiar with the Old Testament for 8+ years, now here's a revelation. We're going to give you a New Testament, but it's not going to be in the game. So what I'm going to do now, I have 3 screens to prepare this video, which, yes, makes me feel like a huge loser. But at the same time, I'm trying to plan ahead. If you see the Summoner's Market on the Kabam website, you will notice something as of today that is highly controversial and, dare I say, very new. Now, I didn't do a video on this yet because, quite frankly, I didn't think it justified it, although this does. But there are no Summoner Market deals for this special event, Mama, which is kind of refreshing, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not wanting us to spend $2,000 on stuff like Cyber Weekend's probably going to be in like July 4th week was. But
Uh-huh.
if you keep scrolling down in the unit store, it starts off very familiar. You've got the Peter Parker's wallet. You've got the Star-Lord's loot bag. Tony Stark's briefcase. Black Panther's treasure. But uh-oh. Underneath Black Panther's treasure, I don't see one Odin value, which has always been the best value. I see 2 things now competing for our attention. Here are the 2 things. That's right. The All-Father Odin's Vault is no longer the best value, even though it's been called the best value for 8 years. It's Namor's Sunken Riches, which is, Mama, get this, of all weeks to trot this out, a $200 unit price.
How many units do you get?
That's the weirdest thing, because this is already giving you bonus units for the All-Father Odin's Vault. If you were to buy 2 All-Father Odin's Vault, you get 6,820 units, and this is 7,040 units. So I think it's only, what, a 220 unit difference?
For an extra $100.
For an extra $100. Doesn't that seem kind of cheap?
Uh-huh.
$200 and I am seeing in the comments that I am breaking this news to some of you, which is good because that means that I will be, well, maybe,
Doing your job.
yeah, doing my job. So this also might mean that they're looking to make this a new tier for people to buy before Cyber Weekend. And on top of that, I am still guessing, and yes, I could be wrong, but I'm sticking my historical reputation on it for whatever that's worth. I'm still guessing we will get a new progression title before the end of November.
Probably.
So just imagine. I mean, it used to be, and it's still a lot of money, but like 650 American dollars. Also, we haven't even talked about this. This is 200 American dollars. I would love for those of you watching from Canada or Australia or India, countries that you pay a crazy, terrible currency exchange rate against the American dollar. How much is this for your currency? Like $1 billion? So this used to be $640 for everything on Cyber Week. Now, imagine if they go limit 3 on a $200 offer. And suddenly it's an extra
$800 or
well, $600.
$600 if it's
But
a limit 3.
They've also done limit 5 like this current unit store, which could make that literally $1,000 if you limit 5. $1,000 freaking dollars. I hope that's not true.
Well, I'm sure greedy Kabam will do whatever they can.
But doesn't this also speak desperation in some way? Like, why now?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've got nothing. By the way, the third screen, because I promised we would jump around to a third screen, shout out to our man, Erk25, who sent the official forum post, which also, wouldn't you think this should already be in the endgame inbox? Kabam's communication this week has been even more poor than usual. It says, Summoners Market Update, September 28th, 2023, and I would normally say that's today, but for most people who are going to watch this, it's already September 29th because you are ahead of the Central Standard Time Zone in the United States of America. Greetings, Summoners! Also, every time they say greetings, I'm like, you stole my saying, dang it. Earlier this year, we introduced the Summoners Market, a web-based store that allows summoners to make purchases via our website, often giving better exchange rates for many summoners, as well as more options for payment. They're conveniently leaving out, it's giving us a whole lot more money. Like they're only framing this like it's a gift from Kabam to us and leaving out the whole and you're giving us your cash thing, you know? Isn't that kind of convenient? What's up, Redwood? Today we have introduced a new option for unit purchases to the Summoners Market. Namor's Sunken Riches, because you're going to have to sink your mortgage into the riches to afford it. This new unit bundle contains 7,040 units, and I'm glad it doesn't say low price, because that would have been totally bad. For the price of $199.99 United States dollars. At this time, this bundle will remain exclusive to the Summoners Market, which also makes me think that maybe the App Store for Apple was going to limit them to $100, and so this is how they get around them. But I'm telling you, Fortnite lost this fight, didn't they? So how is this going to end well for Kabam if they're going around the Google Play and Apple Store with this high-priced offer? I just... That's not my jurisdiction, but I don't get it. Alright, this means that we do not intend to make special bundles or packages for special events or sales. So, breaking news, maybe this is what they had to do to please Apple or Google Play and not have any further July 4th or Cyber Week sales like they did a couple months ago. I don't know. They say this is strictly for summoners who want to purchase additional units. So here's the thing, even though it says we do not intend to make special bundles or packages, keep in mind as we go back to our second screen to end this video, that we still very much have in this normal purchasing website daily specials and limited time bundles. Okay, sure.
Alrighty.
By the way, Golden Dad says in Australia, the $200 deal is $329.30.
Holy cow.
Apollo, hopefully in the next couple weeks. So, I don't know what else to say about this besides all year it feels like the company's kind of desperate. And I realize that YouTube ads aren't worth what they used to be, and not as many people are on mobile games or even social media for that matter, so maybe they're hurting like everything else. But, man, I never thought I'd see this. This is breaking news. I think I should just tell breaking news I never thought I would see this. Because I really didn't. Alright, if you're watching live, stay tuned. If not, if we end this video right now, it's under 10 minutes, which is pretty impressive.
Good night.